Welcome back, everyone. It's Eric from Rare Candy, and today we are back on Ptcgo checking out another post-rotation deck. This is going to be the last of the Sinnoh Eeveelutions. We checked out Glaceon last week, and today we are back checking out Leafeon VMAX finally. And this is definitely, I think, among one of my more favorite VMAXs in the set. Definitely among one of my top Eeveelutions for sure that we're getting. But if you're a little bit unfamiliar with Leafeon, has the Grass Knot attack to 60 for every energy in your opponent's active Pokemon's retreat cost. So, you know, if your opponent on average has like a 2 retreat cost, you're hitting for 120. But once you factor in things like Galar Mine, we can actually buff this damage output a good bit higher and, you know, swing our opponent for solid amounts of damage for a pretty easy to power up attack cost. So this is going to be our deck that we are exploring. But before we get any deeper in today's video, if you guys can't remember to smack that like button, help us beat that pesky YouTube algorithm. And if you need any cards to complete the stack on Ptcgo, you can check out our friends over at ptcgostore.com. Use that coupon code RARECANDY at checkout to save yourself some money. And also all of our patrons have their own exclusive discount code for even bigger savings as well. Links down below in the description. But getting back in today's deck, let's check out some of the other stuff we have going on. Another really key card in the deck, of course, is going to be Leafeon V, just to be able to evolve, but also the ability here on Leafeon V, really solid. Love this a lot. So greening cells, once during your turn, you can search your deck for a grass energy and attach it to one of your Pokemon, then shuffle your deck, and then your turn ends. And this can be nice because if our only Leafeon, like if we didn't have this ability and our Leafeon VMAX were to get knocked out, we wouldn't have another attacker ready to go with energy, but usually thanks to this ability we can cheat some extra energies into play in the early portions of the game to ensure that we're never left without an attacker that is close to being powered up. So fantastic ability on Leafeon V. But the other main partner, as you can see, is going to be the Inteleon line. I know this has been, you know, kind of becoming a staple engine of a lot of decks, but for a pretty good reason. Of course, the Drizzile and Inteleon have the good abilities to allow you to search for trainer cards, but also the other Inteleon from Chilling Reign has the quick shooting ability to put 2 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. So the 2 damage counters actually does tend to matter sometimes, like if we're going against a Zacian V as an example. Because of their resistance, we actually can't one-shot them, so this ability will come in handy for those sorts of situations. So that's going to be the main engine of the deck. But looking at the trainer cards, of course, Galar Mine, absolute necessity in this deck to increase our opponent's retreat cost. This basically reads, when you put it in play, you do plus 120, which is really nice. So yeah, Galar Mine, absolutely crucial card. Looking at our supporters, a lot of standard stuff, but I do like the option of having Bird Keeper in the deck as well, just as a one-of. Because Galar Mine does affect us as well, and sometimes we might have something awkward kind of stuck in the active from time to time. So Bird Keeper can definitely help with that. But we do have a couple copies of Switch in the deck too, to maybe make our board a little bit more mobile. But we also do have 2 copies of Snowleaf Badge in the deck, which I really actually do like. So if this is attached to our Leafeon VMAX evolution line, they have no retreat cost and no weakness. So this is really good because Victini VMAX won't be able to hit you for weakness. And also no retreat cost is really good since we ourselves are impacted by Galar Mine. And this does make this, makes our Leafeons a little bit more mobile. And is pretty good in the mirror match too. So that's another thing worth highlighting. But yeah, Snowleaf Badge, really solid card. But we are also playing 1 copy of Tool Jammer as well, which can be good in decks that aren't fire decks. So as long as this is attached to our opponent in the, or to our Pokemon in the active, not opponent. Pokemon tool cards attached to your opponent's active have no effect except for Tool Jammer. So this is good at showing off things like Air Balloon or opposing Snowleaf Badges if we're going against like a Leafeon VMAX or Glaceon VMAX, something like that. But even despite that, we do have 1 copy of Tool Scrapper as well. This is another way at getting rid of cards like Air Balloon. And Tool Scrapper can be nice if we are using our own Snowleaf Badge and we don't have a Tool Jammer to get into play because our Pokemon already has a tool. Tool Scrapper can come in and kind of fix that for us a little bit. And still get rid of those tool cards. Or alternatively, if we no longer need our badges, we can get rid of them and put on Tool Jammer, or vice versa even. And then from there, I think the other sort of key card to point out is going to be the 4 copies of Capture Energy. Really fantastic card to be able to get out our basic Pokemon. And really, I don't even mind having to slap this down on a Sobble if we have to, because if we open Sobble, attach Capture Energy, we can still use Leafeon V to accelerate a Grass Energy to that for turn. So, been loving Capture Energy. But yeah, guys, that's going to be the deck we are trying out. And just a quick heads up, if you guys want early access to decks like this, our patrons did have access to this, I think, almost like a half week in advance. So if you guys want to get some early access content, sometimes exclusive content, and help show your support for the channel, I have a link down below in the description to the Patreon. But with all that out the way, let's head in some games and see if we can rack up some dubs with Leafeon. Okay, so we're doing the flip. Definitely would like to go first. We see an Arceus deck box. So this may be ADP. We'll have to see. Since pure rotation stuff is still allowed on Ptcgo for the moment. Looks like our opponent might recognize us, and with a hello there.
Hello there.
This hand is definitely not the greatest though. So let's see. We do get another Sobble. It's gonna be Eternatus. So I think we probably toss Energy Search. See, this is actually a game where like maybe running a Crobat V would have been good, but at least we can kind of live off our board for a turn. You know, they're a VMAX deck as well, so they're going to need at least one turn to get set up here. Hopefully we can get Marnied or top deck into something good. Like, we have so many outs in our deck. We have, what, 4 Level Ball? Okay, we get Marnied, so that works out. But yeah, we had good chances of hitting something off our top deck. 4 Level Ball, 3 Eeveelution Incense, 4 Drizzile, then all of our supporters, so... And this actually is a pretty decent hand as well. If they don't move this Eternatus, I got bad news for them. Our Leafeon is coming. We got pretty lucky hitting the Galar Mine too, since they just put 2 of them at the bottom of our deck here. But let's see, there's going to be Crobat. And they did attach a Dark Energy, so that's not the dangerous one, so that's good. Or is it Dangerous Dark Energy? Or am I thinking of the old one? Oh, Hiding Dark is the new one. I think I'm thinking of the old one from like Ancient Origins or whatever. I think that's the one with Dangerous in its name. But yeah, so this is not a Hiding Dark, so that means they will need a regular switch if they do want to move this. Okay, so what are they doing here? Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. They have 2 cards left in hand, so maybe they're conflicted about benching something. I'm not sure. Okay, and it passed us. That's perfect. So here's what we're going to do, guys. We are going to go for the Bird Keeper. We're going to save the Eeveelution Incense first, because if we draw Leafeon, we can use the Eeveelution Incense for a Drizzile at that point. So yeah, let's come over here. Perfect. So yep, that is why we wanted to save that. We'll get down another Leafeon. Oh wait, did we get rid of our Energy Search? We did. Okay, so that feels kind of bad, but at least, I mean, the good news about this is that we can still start setting up maybe to get into an Inteleon. So what else would we want, really? Maybe a Marnie? I think it's one of the only things I could really think of for next turn. Could get another Sobble. I don't hate that. That's fine, guys. Or maybe even a... Yeah, what we can do, we can put Galar Mine. If they bump our Mine, we can put down another one in Boss and Eternatus next turn. So I think I actually kind of like this. It kind of conceals the strength of our hand a little bit. And we'll save the Eeveelution Incense for next turn, too. So I think we're going to be in a good spot here. I don't know if our opponent's going to be able to bounce back from this. Capture Energy and Grass Energy, both really good prizes to get. Now, Yveltal. This one can be a little bit annoying since it has the Derail attack, but... Ooh, there is a Swell. Now, luckily, Moltres is actually weak to Grass anyways. There's a boss. Okay. So it looks like they're just trying to buy some time, but little do they know we have lots of annoying cards. So capture energy over here. Grab Sobble. Switch. Boss over here. And go for Grass Knot. And now all we have to do is next turn go boss. Okay, we hit Drizzile, that's great. Boss Mine, and we can knock out Crobat as well. Or we could even like just get out Inteleon, and we don't even need the mine because we can just attach boss snipe. So I think we have this one. We kind of ran away with this, taking that early KO on the Eternatus there. So I mean, pre-rotation Eternatus at that. So I mean, they have access to all these other cards that we're not using, and still winding up not really mattering. Leafeon is giving Eternatus the hands this game. Now, to be fair to our opponent, they did hit a point where they didn't have like a supporter or something, it looked like, but yeah, it should be GG, guys. Ah, they have the Marnie. Okay. As long as we hit away to boss, we actually need a boss and a mine. Okay, so we have it. We can go mine, level ball Drizzile. Oh, they have another swell. Okay. All right, so that's what we're doing apparently. Yeah, we'll still do this. I mean, do we still boss anyways and just chase down the Eternatus? Let's see what we have in deck, guys. How many boss do we have? We just have one more, so I think I'm going to save it just to knock out Zigzagoon, probably. On like a following turn. Is there anything we would want to get off a Drizzile? That's the next question. I'm assuming they don't have another stadium. I mean, I could be wrong, but... So we could more need to save the Galar Mine. It's our last mine, so I think I want to do that. Okay, we get the Inteleon. That's also kind of nice. No energy. Not a big fan of that. So we'll go quick shooting. Probably just start setting up math over here. Do this. Drizzile, probably go for an Eeveelution Incense preemptively. Because, yeah, our other Inteleon is in deck as well, so we'll just do this to kind of threaten the game for next turn. And just Grass Knot for 0. So I'm cool if they retreat and attack into us. Not really worried about it, to be honest. Okay, there is a research. But even if they attack us with this Eternatus, we can actually go mine, get out our other Inteleon, and then... Oh wait, we would need another Drizzile. Either way, guys, I think we have this one. Even if it's not next turn, I think we're just a little too far ahead for our opponent. Oh, they have a third swell. Are you kidding me, bro? Okay. I mean, we could just go for a 2-shot and just sort of ignore our whole 1-shot strategy. I'm fine with that too, I guess. Alrighty, there's Snowy Badge. That's actually not too bad to get. So we'll do this. Let's go Level Ball and a Marnie. go for Drizzile. And we just want to hit energy to attack with our other Leafeon. So at this point, I might even just like go for Quick Ball just to thin the other Quick Ball. And we can grab another Leafeon. That doesn't really matter. Yeah, and just money from there. We just need a Grass Energy, and we're going to be feeling okay. Ooh, yikes. That's really not what I wanted. I'm not going to lie to you guys. That's pretty bad. So, even if we were to attach here, that still wouldn't be good. So I think we'll attach here, because there's no point in getting another Capture Energy down. And just go for Grass Knot. Okay, so suddenly our opponent kind of got back into the game a little bit here. Oh god. Umbreon Darkrai. Yeah, Dark Moon GX is kind of scary, but other than that, really not too worried. I feel like our opponent's just kind of delaying the inevitable at this point. They definitely are, like, inching their way back into the game after some of those, like, whiffs that we had. But there's Grass Energy. That's really all we care about seeing at this point. So if they attack into us, they're going to get bopped by this Leafeon. That's going to be game. But I imagine we might see them try to, like, pivot into their Umbreon Darkrai, maybe. We'll see. So for Dark Moon, they would need 6 for the fully powered effect. They get a Moltres, that'd put them up to 4 energy. And next turn with an attachment and another Moltres, that would do it, but okay. They're going to fail the Quick Ball. Yeah, 2 Moltres are gone. So I think we actually are probably going to be safe from the Dark Moon then. That was the thing I was kind of afraid of. Anything else, I'm not too worried about. And it looks like our opponent is thinking about switching gears. They just need a switch, and they'll be able to make this happen. Do they have it? Have we even seen a switch from them yet? We have not. Okay, yeah. There it is. Looks like they're a little bit conflicted about what else they might want to do here, but I think they just attack, take the KO. Alright, so if we top take a boss or a way to search out boss, that'll be game. But either way, like even if we just try to trade 2 shots again, I think I'm fine with that. So let's do this. Just research over here. Okay, the next turn we should be able to win. Right? So how much are we doing to them? Just 120. It's not great. How many Marnies have they played? 3. So I think we'll put our damage here. Sure, we'll get down Tool Jammer, I suppose. Just trying to thin everything as much as possible. Okay, you could play Drizzile, but I want to save this, of course, for the next turn. So from there, just going to go for the Grass Knot, and then next turn, hopefully that'll be it. Our opponent definitely actually swung back in this game after a really insanely bad start. But yeah, all we have to do is attack this guy, snipe it yet again. That'll be game, but let's see. We should have another Marnie and another Research left in deck if we do have to bail ourselves out hand, but I'm hoping we can just go Drizzile Boss and call it a day. There's Eternatus VMAX. So if they do have a switch, they can, or even just a manual attachment, they can retreat into a fresh Eternatus and put us on a 1-turn clock. And there is a Marnie, which is getting sketchy, guys, because we actually did have game in hand. Now, we could just draw the boss that we need, but we'll see. Okay, so we have the level ball at least. That'll get us a Drizzile and Balos out of this hand. And that should be game. Because we can go Drizzile, boss, pick off either of these 3 prizers, and that'll be it. Trying to think if there's anything else they could do to potentially stop this. But I don't think so. Like, they are playing pre-rotation. I was going to say if they reset stamped us, that would also be disruptive. But I think that's going to be it, guys. So, yeah, we'll just go for the old level ball. Grab Drizzile over here. And they kind of know what's coming. So, there's the boss. Him with the well played. I mean, they almost brought it back. They really did. Do a little extra damage. Why not? And yeah, we'll just go for the Grass Knot for the KO, guys. So yeah, started out looking like we were going to steal the game, but our opponent literally had us on a 1-turn clock by the end after those stumbles in the mid game. So still wound up kind of being, I think, a little bit more entertaining than it initially was looking to be. All right, so we are going to lose the flip, and our opponent's going to choose to go first. It makes sense. Okay, glad we took them all again. The hand was not too great there. So let's see what we can get. Okay, this is workable. I think, we don't have a great hand. If our opponent's going first, if we start with Leafeon, there's a chance they can knock it out. So I think I'm just going to leave with Sobble. And then on our turn, we can bench Leafeon, attach to it, and power it up on the bench safely. Hopefully, at least. There's going to be Quick Ball from our opponent. Okay, so it does appear to be Shadow Rider. Okay, there's going to be a switch. All right. Our opponent burning switch is actually a good thing. Those are definitely going to be precious resources for our opponent. Yeah, we'll do this. And just go for a Greening Cells. Power up Leafeon V here. And next turn we can Evolution Incense, grab a Drizzile, bail us out of this hand here. So, curious what we would grab. Because Shadow Rider normally plays Air Balloon, so we probably want to save Scrapper for Air Balloon, so we might need to go for a Marnie. Or if they do get down some balloons, I'm happy to use it, but I really don't want to research this away. So yeah, our opponent is setting up pretty well. Alchemy VMAX's first attack is really solid as well. Can search their deck for a Psychic Energy attached to each of their Pokemon. So there's a chance our Leafeon VMAX is just going to get, like, nuked. But let's see what we can make happen. Yeah, they're threatening to really put in some work against us here. So we'll do this, unfortunately. Yeah, we drew the Inteleon as well, so I kind of just want a Marnie here. Could even Bird Keeper. I don't hate that either. Yeah, I'm cool with that, I think. Let's see, they have a 3 retreat cost, so ooh, that actually could be good for us. If we can hit the Galar Mine here, I think we're going to be in a good spot. So let's do this. Okay, that's pretty big. We have the level ball. Now, unfortunately, we're probably going to lose our VMAX, but... Yeah. We can eventually take a knockout with the sniping Inteleon, but... our mid game is going to be a little bit rough, I suspect. So let's go ahead, go for the Grass Knot here. 300, and now this Inteleon can come in, pick this thing off. And our opponent's probably going to lose a good bit of energy in the process here as well. So there's going to be the Shadow Rider. I'm expecting a Stadium bump, more than likely Training Court, which actually could be a good stadium for us as well if they do decide to bump it. There's going to be Research. I was really hoping to see like a switch or something hit the discard pile there, but yeah, our opponent's getting pretty well set up here, unfortunately. They're going to have to discard 6 energy to knock us out. So I imagine they'll go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 here. Oh, and they have the Articuno. Jesus. Bruh. What an insane turn from our opponent. That feels pretty bad. Not gonna lie to you guys. Feels really awful. Okay, there's gonna be an air balloon. That's definitely good. Yeah, right now I think our opponent is in a slightly better position than us. I just had to be honest. Now, I think our game plan could be to just keep targeting this guy down with spreads from Inteleon and eventually pick it off with our next Leafeon, which I'm not totally against. Okay, I mean, I do want to use Capture Energy, but... I really want to own an actual Leafeon. Though, I guess if... it might be okay, because we're going to have to Greening Cells either way. Well, before we do anything else, let's go ahead and use the Quick Shooting, pick this guy off. We'll kind of go from there. We might have a way to get Leafeon off our prizes. There's a VMAX and a Drizzile, which actually kind of works, and Quick Ball. Okay, so very good prizes. Now, what do we actually get rid of with Quick Ball? That's the next question. Boss, maybe? Like, I think I want to keep everything else, if I'm just being honest. So... or we could discard Marnie, then Drizzile for a Marnie. Nah. I think we'll get rid of Boss. So, Capture Energy, Leafeon, just in case they knock this thing out. Yeah, I think we'll just grab ourselves... I guess a Level Ball? Now, I imagine they're playing 2, maybe 3 air balloons, so I might actually even save the Scrapper for the next turn. Potentially. We also have Jammer in deck, so we could draw into that, but I really don't want to Scrapper this, then them throw down another Air Balloon and we just waste our Scrapper. So, I mean, we could, yeah, we'll just Marty here. Okay, we have an Evolution Incense for next turn. That's also good. So, yeah, we're just going to go for the Greening Cells over on this Leafeon in case of a boss or something like that. Not having our other Inteleon is actually kind of bad, I do want to say. We might even have to try to get a little bit risky and boss up one of these other Shadow Riders and hope they can't move it. I think that's something. And there's some warning. I actually don't hate that. I hate losing the energy, but we were like 1 or 2 pieces of all the combo pieces we needed for turn. Okay. So let's see. How much are they doing right now? 30, 60, 90, 20, 50, 80. Okay. So how many captures are we down? We have 1 grass energy if we attach here. Sure. We could get this down on the bench, because we're a boss away from losing either way. But if we can evolve both of these in the same turn, that would... Yeah, I think I'm just going to leave it. And I think we have to Marnie. I think we need to save this boss. So we need Mine, Scrapper, and an Evolution, actually. Okay, not really what I wanted to see here. Yeah, we're like 1 card short, actually. Yeah, it feels bad. So what we can do, at least, we can do this. Grab Evolution Incense to grab our other Inteleon. Oh, we can grab VMAX. And I think Mine is probably good. Like basically the same as Tool Scrapper could be okay. Yeah, I think we're just a little too far behind, guys. Has our opponent even played a boss? They've discarded 1, but they have 3 Shadow Riders in play. So there's like decent odds that that our opponent can pull off the win this turn, since we do have this Leafeon on the bench. So I'll smack this guy for 120. Not quite enough, unfortunately. Now, if they do want to retreat, we basically negated their Air Balloon, so that's one thing that is good. There's Alchemy. We could just lose to this thing this turn as well. And the 20 damage... Does it make a difference? Yeah, it does. So now they only need 5 energy to discard instead of 6. So I think there's a good chance we're going to get nuked this turn. We'll see. Now, if we don't, and they don't bench our Mine, and we top deck boss, we could win. Ooh, okay, Marnie, that's what's up. I'm definitely cool with that. Because this guy is, like, right within 1-shot range for us. We do have a Mine. We have Jammer, that's okay, but... Celia, alright. Now, if they attack us with this Shadow Rider, I mean, that's... Ooh, okay. So I think we actually might have it, guys, because we can get rid of this tool card effectively. Yeah, so that was a really sketchy turn, guys, but I think we got there. I mean, we can actually just use the second attack on Leafeon if we want to, but... Of course, you guys know we want to use grass, not for the dub here. So it's 240. I'm going to take the dub against the Shadow Rider deck. I thought we were going to lose that one for sure. Like, that turn where they knocked out our Leafeon and we had nothing in play for a couple turns was really sketchy. And then at the end there, I guess they whiffed, but they definitely could have won that turn in theory. So very grateful it didn't work out that way, though. Alrighty, guys, that is going to wrap up our look here at Leafeon VMAX today. As you can see, I think the deck is actually pretty decent. It's been performing really well for me, both in the pre-rotation, just random games on Ptcgo, and also some of my post-rotation testing. I think Leafeon is probably one of the better VMAXs that we've gotten out of this set, you know, other than like stuff like Umbreon and Rayquaza, obviously. And yeah, deck feels really annoying for your opponent, and it hits for good, solid, decent amounts of damage, has energy acceleration built into it, can make use of the Inteleon engine. So yeah, feel free to try this one out, guys. I've been having a good bit of fun with it, and it feels good to finally have potentially another viable Leafeon in the game. But if you guys did enjoy today's content, be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications. That way you'll stay up to date with the rest of my Evolving Skies content. And if you want to take your support to the next level, you can also become a patron at patreon.com/rarecandytcg, or pick up some merch over at rarecandytcg.com. It would mean a lot. But as always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.